Hey everyone, Bryant Cook here, and as always, we're playing the Epic Storm. So I wanted to talk a little about the changes that have been going on in the last week or so, and then play a league. In front of you is what I shared a couple days ago. I was on a heater. I was 31-9. That's a 78 win percentage with this list. And this list was very good, but we've moved past it, and we're going to talk about some of these things, and then we'll talk about the changes. So one of the things with this list is we wanted to fit Mox Opals and Rite of Flame, so we cut down on the 13th land. Main deck defense grids, because we're playing main deck Echo of Eons. 4 Opals means that we need more grids. Main deck Echo of Eons works because of Lion's Eye Diamond, obviously, but it mostly works because of Wishclaw Talisman over Infernal Tutor. So Wishclaw Talisman gets both halves of the Echo combo, so you can either Burning Wish for Echo of Eons, or you can draw it, and then discard your hand of Lion's Eye Diamond. So Wishclaw either gets you the Lion's Eye Diamond or gets you the Echo, which is remarkable. On top of that, Wishclaw Talisman turns on Mox Opal. So we currently have 22 artifacts in this list, which is a lot. It's over a third of your deck. So Mox Opal is actually fairly reliable in this list, which is a huge boon. It's just so good. Yeah, so you're able to turn 2 very consistently with this list because you're just putting a lot of mana into play on turn 1, and then usually Wishclaw Talisman or Burning Wishing for Echo. So it's very strong. You can also turn 1 defense grid a lot of the time when you draw it. So these are the things about the main deck that are, fairly common. Some of these things are new. Like, a lot of this should look familiar. In the board, we're seeing there's no main deck Empty the Warrens, by the way, and that's because with Echo of Eons and Ad Nauseam, you're just winning a lot with Tendrils of Agony or even Grape Shot to play around Veil of Summer. So you'll see Empty the Warrens is only in the board. Tormod's Crypt, Hope of Gearper. This looks pretty standard, right? Well, this is where we're at now. We're at 13 lands. We're playing a Bayou, no basic island. Only 3 copies of Chrome Mox. That's because there's less cards to imprint onto your Chrome Moxes with this list. I understand now we only have 21 artifacts, but I've been playing it a lot. You can get by on 3 copies of Mox Opal, or 3 copies of Chrome Mox. Mox Opal is actually just better than Chrome Mox now. That's how good this list is. And then 4 copies of Veil of Summer. This is an attempt to solve the Bug Delver matchup. I'm on a pretty bad losing streak against it, and Veil of Summer in the league that I played last night was incredibly good. So we're trying Veil of Summers in the main deck, but more importantly, what this does over Thoughtseizes, it protects your combo through an Echo of Eons. So you play your Veil of Summer and then you Echo, and the hand that your opponent just drew can't counter anything. So that's huge. Yeah. So that's those are the changes in the main deck. And then in the board, we now have room for another copy of Hope of Gearper, which also protects your Echo of Eons. With no Dark Petition in the deck, you get to run an Infernal Tutor in the board. This is because we're not playing Infernal Tutor in the main deck. I actually had a match where I won because I didn't have Dark Petition in the board and I had Infernal Tutor. I actually used Wishclaw Talisman to get Crash to blow up my opponent's Chalice, Burning Wish for Infernal Tutor, and then go all in on Ad Nauseam with exact mana and won. So Infernal Tutor on the board is definitely better than Dark Petition. And the mapping with our 6 answers here works out really well because you have 6 protection spells in your main deck against prison decks. This deck just beats up blue decks now because you have 4 Veil of Summer in the main, defense grids, and hopes. Like, that's a lot for a control deck to beat. But on top of that, now you have 6 permanent answers. So this deck has just been on a heater. Anthony's been 5-0ing left and right. Alejandro just 5-0'd. I've been doing very well. The list is just great. We're going to jump in. Just a warning, I did scrub out of a league last night before I went to bed. But I lost playing for 5-0 the league before. Oh, you didn't even get to see it. But I lost playing for 5-0 against Bug Delver because I was trying this wacky plan where I had 4 copies of Echo of Eons in my deck and I was boarding into them against discard decks. So I had 3 Echoes in the board, 1 in the main, and then post-board I would take out Ad Nauseam and board in Echoes along with Veil of Summer in the board. So I would board in 6 cards. And in theory, it was really good. And then surgical extraction happened and all my Echoes got removed and I had 0 engines in my deck. But also, I would have won because my opponent tapped out with no cards in hand. And I was at 16 life. And if I had an Ad Nauseam in my deck, I would have just won the game. So I am off the multi-Echo plan. So that's how I lost. And then the next league, I just faced like mono prison decks, and then blue red Delver with multiple null rods. So whatever, it is what it is. Uh, but this list has been straight fire. I'm really excited about this. I've been all day today at work. All I could think about was coming home and playing this list online. All right, Jazz Cabbage. Looks like I've played them post ban. I'm gonna have to check my sheet to see what they were on. They were on Miracles. This seems pretty good. Started off with a very innocent Ponder. We're going to get Volcanic with this, and then our next dual land can be Bayou, and we'll have access to all 4 colors. Well, that was good. We're going to Brainstorm on their end step, and then we'll untap and likely go for it. I have a really good feeling about this list, by the way. Even if I don't do well this league, I could see this being the list that I play in the format playoff on Sunday. In theory, I like all of the card slots in this deck. Where the few lists I've been playing the last few nights, like I'm unsure about a card here or there. Every one of these 75 cards I'm very confident in, which is huge. Well, we definitely don't want this Echo of Eons. But I do like the Wishclaw. My opponent tapping out for Narset also signals to me that they likely have a Forcible in their hand. We're going to fetch because we don't want to draw that Mox Opal that doesn't do anything. And here I'm going to get Badlands. So I believe we have enough mana to win here. So we have 7 mana between these. Yeah, we have exactly enough. Wow, no interaction at all. Not good, opponent. That LED should do it. This list, in theory, should beat up on Miracles pretty easily. Because you're actually able to outgrind Miracles with TES now due to Grid, Veil, Talisman. Like, you're able to just play the long game a lot better than TES has been in the past. That was a turn 3. Our opponent was nice enough to reveal their hand. Thank you, opponent. Alright, we're going to bring in these lovely Hope of Gearpers and this Chain of Vapor, and we're going to board out the Rite of Flames. Actually, I got shunned the other night for not setting in a win condition. We'll bring in the Tendrils. It technically might be better to bring in Grape Shot. I'm going to do that. Because if our Burning Wish gets Surgical, then they have Veil in hand. I want the Grape Shot in the main. It can also kill a Narset. And while we wait for the opponent, head over to theepicstorm.com/shop and support the content that you're watching. You can get your own copies of Mox Opal, Lion's Eye Diamond, Echo of Eons, Wishclaw Talisman, and so much more. That is theepicstorm.com/shop. Show your support for the content and the Epic Storm. All right, we're on the draw once again. One thing that I need to do better is not skip through my first turn. I've done that a number of times the last few nights, and it's cost me a couple games. I'm just going to pass here. You could tap out for Wishclaw, but then if your opponent just slams an Narset, this Brainstorm's dead. That was good. We're actually going to draw the Opal. Our opponent is casting Force of Will. Pitching Jace the Mind Sculptor. Trying to think while my opponent ragers off in chat. I think we're supposed to just pass here. I don't really want to go off and then give my opponent a fresh 7. That was a good draw. And now what we get to do is possibly flashback this Echo. And due to the Wishclaw in play, we can Wishclaw up. Nope, Dark Ritual's one short. Is there a line here? Wishclaw for... I don't think there is. That was solid. And that should be game. All right, so that puts us at 1-0 over Miracles for the first match. And while we wait for the second match, why don't you head over and check out our token pack at theepicstorm.com. Allow us to help you count to 10. Uh-oh, we're facing our good friend Ethan. Monkeys Can't Cry, who usually plays Ant. What Ethan doesn't know is that we have 4 copies of Veil of Summer in our main deck. sadly, this is not a keep. This is not either. Going to 5. Yikes. Going to 4. This is going to be a tough game for us. Also, not great for a video, by the way. Mold the 4. We might be dead. Alright, I'm going to leave my guard down. I'm going to cast Ponder. We need to start doing something. Need to hit a land off this. That is also not bad. Chose not to shuffle. I think we might actually win this now. Yeah, we just won on a Mold of 4. Hey. That's one way to steal a game. I think I want Chain of Vapor over Hope of Gearpers. Hope of Gearper turns on Opal and stops Flusterstorm, though. Yeah, I'll do 2 Hope. Tough call. This hand is good. We will keep. Ethan representing his own copy of Veil of Summer. I think the take here is Wishclaw. Ethan agrees. We're going to ponder off the opal. This way we can shuffle. Yeah, I don't really want any of those. Perfect. Well, that was good. Let's get wild. Not exactly what we wanted. Does this do anything? We're one short of ad nauseam. I wonder if I'm supposed to respond to this. Because we just need to untap. We're responding because we don't want Ethan to draw into Flusterstorm. Ethan has been silenced. Something important to remember is once you go below 6, you risk dying. We're going to stop there. Tendrils is in our sideboard. Hey, we are now 2-0. That was a very fast pairing. Wiz-O Mystic. Unknown opponent, I'm going to mull. Slightly better. We'll hold the open veil. Our opponent could be playing 4-color and just Thoughtseize us. And I'd rather save the fetch for a brainstorm anyway. That might not make sense, but like I don't plan on casting End-Step Brainstorm. Arcanist, sure. Blue-Red Delver. That was solid. Maybe I was supposed to put Bayou back there? I don't know. I doubt we're going to cast it this turn. Jeskai Delver. Or, I'm sorry, Jeskai Arcanist. Chose not to tap out. Oh no, they're still tapping out. This is real awkward for us. Makes these Veil of Summers very embarrassing. That doesn't work. I'm going to see if this gets forced. We don't need two of them anyway. Well, that's no good. Our opponent called their bluff. Come on, play Mentor. They gave us the go-ahead. We'll stop there. Still get a land drop. Woot woot. That was turn 4. Board out these Red Flames, bring in the Hopes. And this time around, I'm going to bring in a Chain of Vapor. Once again, if you appreciate the content that you're watching, head over to theepicstorm.com/shop, show your support. One of my favorite items in the Epic Storm shop is the Storm 20 baseball tee, which is more popular now than ever due to Veil of Summer. Grape shot all of your opponents. All right, we're back and we are keeping this. Wow. We did bring in a copy of Chain of Vapor. Which means that we have Wishclaw to get it. We just have to find a Wishclaw. Also, Deafening Silence seems really bad with your running Dread Hordes. Nice combo. And there's our Wishclaw. Brutal. If we activate Wishclaw and they get another Deafening Silence, we're in a lot of trouble. Because the thought is we could activate it, go get Chain of Vapor, and then on their end step, after they cast a spell, bounce the Deafening Silence. Or we could just go get it right now, but we don't really have the resources. Downside is I don't think our opponent's played a land yet. So they could brainstorm into another white source into the Deafening Silence. I think I'm supposed to sacrifice. Because this stops our opponent from playing Brainstorm and finding another white source. I also could have waited until it resolved and just floated mana so that way I could bounce the Blood Moon, but I don't know if we actually care about the Blood Moon yet. What a snipe. I'm not saying they're sniping, I'm saying what a good pick. That was actually huge. Oh, I guess they couldn't play it into another white source because their Blood Moon resolves and then they likely don't have one. So now they know my draw. How lucky are we feeling? Because it's either Echo with protection or we add Nauseam from 8. I think we add Nauseam. It's pretty good. We do not have a win condition in our main deck, so we have to keep going. Is that enough? Ritual active plays and activates the claw. So that'd be Storm 5. Storm 6 would be Petal. Storm 7, LED. Storm 8, Mox Opal. Storm 9, Veil of Summer. Storm 10, Burning Wish. Storm 11, Tendrils of Agony. So we have enough Storm. The question is if we can get... do we have enough mana? And I don't think we do. We're also 2 Storm short of Grape Shot. Well, that'll do. Now they're just dead. Beat Deafening Silence and Blood Moon this game. Ayy. Like I mentioned, this deck has a lot of grinding power now. And the games just keep on coming. Fast pairs. Senor Larson, I've played them a number of times the last 2 days. They have to be sick of me by now. I think they're on Grixis control if I remember right. 4-color control, 4-color control. We do not have one of our Veil of Summers in hand, but this hand is still pretty good. I would keep this. That does not mean a hymn to Torek on turn 2. I'm good with that. Go get Volcanic. Cast this lovely Ponder. Do I even want the Chrome Box? No, I think I'd rather have the 4th land. They could be on Rug Delver. Or the new blue-green Sneak and Show deck. It looks like the 4-color deck. Tapping C, that's interesting. I'm not saying our opponent's misplaying. I'm like, maybe they have a main deck Veil, and that's what they're holding on to here. And why maybe that could be why they let off on the Trop. Now they have Kalgan's command mana, but we still have Veil. Snapcaster. That's interesting. A lot of the cards in TES now are just like must counters, or you have to worry about it now. Like Veil of Summer is just way better than Thoughtseize there. So we have enough mana here to activate Wishclaw into Ad Nauseam with Veil backup. No, we're one short of Veil backup. My bad. You have discarded my Echo of Eons. I just lost a life for no reason. That was bad. I might have drawn into this Badlands. That was a play mistake. So we're possibly dead to the Echo off the top. And our opponent's been representing Veil of Summer all game, so I don't really want to play into their wheelhouse here. We've played our land. We're a little bit low on storm count. I think we can stop here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That would bring us up to 9. 10 with Wishclaw. We're still a little bit away. We have a built-in shuffle effect with the Wishclaw here. I think I want to keep open the Opal for now. That was good. Hey, didn't die to bolt. And our opponent's conceded. It was an ad nauseam on more than 4 turns. I don't even know if we board. Like, Hope doesn't seem amazing here. I just don't know. I'm going to try this. Good hand is good. No need to rush into things. We're just going to play our lane and pass. I guess in theory I could have played the pedal so that way if I brainstormed into a Thoughtseize I could, or brainstormed into Veil against a him, I could counter it. Hiding our Burning Wish from surgical extraction here. Gonna make it look like I hid Veil. Grid isn't bad. We have a Mox Opal on top. I'll take that. This looks like a command. Yep. Interesting to see Grid get forced into command. And our opponent tapping like this tells me they probably don't have a Pyroblast. Or Red Elemental Blast. They do still have 3 cards, though. One of which is probably Veil of Summer. Another Rite of Flame. Huh. Unfortunately, none of these do anything for us in our current situation. I'm going to shuffle. So next turn we can now hardcast Echo of Eons. They have drawn through the Brainstorm, I believe. I'm not expecting this to resolve. It's going to eat a Force of Will. Pitching Jace. Nice. Surgical. Yep. Okay, we 3 for 1'd him there. It's not bad. We still have Ad Nauseam too. Wow, do I go... I'm going to pass. I think I want the Storm. I'm 1 mana away from an empty. This is going to hurt if it's Hymn to Tarok, though. Jeez. All right. We're 1 mana off from Ad Nauseam, so we have to wait a turn. Pretty good draw for them. Wishclaw. I think we have to discard the Wishclaw. We can't risk deck taking it, and we can't play in Ad Nauseam this turn. And there's no point in using the Wishclaw over Infernal Tutor, because they cost the same amount of mana for us, except we're giving our opponent a Wishclaw Talisman. And there is no Echo in our deck. We do have to watch out for the Lightning Bolt that we saw. And there's our Burning Wish. I guess I could sequence this better. I could lead off on the Mox. Our opponent's going to make us click. Is this a Weather the Storm? Doesn't do anything. Yep, our opponent's showing us that. Grape Shot is strong. Oh, I forgot to update her. Ooh, and I slid it down like an idiot. Alright, so if you want to show your support, head over to theepicstorm.com/shop and buy an Epic Storm pint glass. Enjoy yourself while watching our content by using one of our glasses. All right, 4-0. We're playing for the 5-0 right now, and we're on the draw. This looks like miracles. We have the mana to jam, but we lose to 6 Force of Wills. I'm going to pass. Maybe we can draw our main deck Veil of Summers. Double Plains is a little sketchy. I'm going to fetch once. Not really what I wanted. Our opponent's representing Force of Will pretty hard. We just need to draw a Veil Summer or a Grid. Hey. And now they're dead. Okay, so we got this one. That one was a little closer than I would have liked. All right, so once again, we're going to board out these Rite of Flames. Bring in the Hopes. And a Chain of Vapor. This hand is good! All right, this is our window. Batterskull. All right, so I'm going to leave the Chain of Vapor on top in case our opponent plays a hate card. Sure. And you're dead. Dead, 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 dead. Force of Will, sure. Let's draw a fresh card. We don't actually need a Chain of Vapor. I wonder if there's a line here where we could win without casting Ad Nauseam. There has to be. Burning Wish Tendrils. Yep. Cool, we got the 5-0. Like I mentioned before, TS really beats up on blue decks now. So we got our trophy, we got the 5-0. Let's go over the list one more time. Look at that's actually a perfect 5-0. Look at that. 2-0, 2-0, 2-0, 2-0, 2-0. That was awesome. This is the list right here. 4 main deck Veil of Summer, 2 Defense Grid, 3 Chrome Monks, 4 Mox Opal, 4 Wishclaw Talisman, Echo of Eons, 3 Hope of Gearper, and that's it. So we got the perfect 5-0, which is sweet. If you like what you saw, head over to theepicstorm.com/shop, show your support, and I would greatly appreciate it. Have a good day.